Hi, I'm Jen, a digital artist, and I run my own online art shop. Today, I'd like to take you on a journey with me as I prepare for my upcoming shop update, which is already live as of the posting of this video. At the start of this year, I set an ambitious goal for myself to have a monthly shop update, with each shop update featuring a themed collection. But clearly, I haven't stuck to this goal, as my last shop update was earlier this year towards the end of February. I just quickly realized that the goal I had set for myself was unsustainable and that it was leading me down the path to burnout. As a result, I decided to take things slower, as I am the sole designer and creator behind every product in my shop. It's been a couple of months since my last update, and I'm thrilled and ready to bring new and exciting products to my shop this month. So join me as I take you through my process of preparing for a shop update. To get things started, the first thing I do is consider what do I want to design and make. In the past, I released new products without a clear theme, which felt too random and disorganized for my liking. I just turned whatever art I had made up to that point into stickers, prints, or any other products I could make. While it's not really necessary to have a theme, I realized that I preferred to have a more cohesive concept for each shop update. And so, for this shop update in May, I've chosen to create designs that are more motivational and in line with Mental Health Awareness Month. With my theme selected, I can then brainstorm ideas for my designs. As one of my best-selling stickers is the Motivational Space Bear sticker, I decided to adopt a similar approach for this collection. When it comes to designing, I typically begin by creating lists, and in this case, I made two. The first list contains motivational quotes or phrases that I've seen or heard, and the second includes activities or items that complement the ideas from the first list. From here, I sketch out my ideas and decide which designs to pursue. When it comes to choosing designs, I don't really have a rigid process. Instead, I select the ones that I think will perform well, or just simply the ones that I personally enjoy the most. For most of my shop updates, I also like to include several designs or products, and so for this shop update, I decided on 10 new sticker designs, which means I have a lot of work to get done, and so let's get right into it. The artwork typically takes the most time for me, so to streamline the process, I prefer to work in bulk, sketching out all the designs first, then doing the line work, followed by adding colors and details before finally adding any necessary text. In total, I think I spent about 12 hours drawing everything, and another hour or so adding the text and outline to each sticker. As I was working diligently on getting these designs done, EnamelPins.com kindly approached me with the opportunity to create a couple of my own new pins. I was super excited, and so I picked my frog ramen lover and cow boba designs to send to them. While these designs don't exactly fit within my theme, I chose these designs because pins can be a bit risky to make. Firstly, pins typically are more expensive to manufacture relative to the stuff that I make myself. And secondly, I want to make sure that there is a demand for the pins when I have them made. My frog ramen lover and cow boba designs are some of my best-selling stickers as well in my shop, so I know that there is already an interest for them, but I'll get more into that when I talk about EnamelPins.com later when I receive my pins. Now that I've decided on what products to include in the shop update, and I've sent my designs out to the manufacturer, I have a better idea of when to schedule the launch. This update includes products I'm creating myself, as well as those being outsourced, so I need to pick a date that allows enough time for the outsourced products to arrive. With this in mind, I've selected an early May launch date, as the pins I ordered are expected to arrive in late April. This timing is also perfect for the motivational theme of the collection. So, with the launch date set, I begin preparing everything else for the release. Currently, most of the products in my shop are made by me. And for this shop update, I am releasing 10 new sticker designs, 2 magnetic bookmarks, and 2 enamel pins. When it comes to the products I make myself, I prioritize by starting with what takes the longest, which in this case are the stickers. Once I have all my designs ready, I start the process of creating stickers. To begin, I upload all my designs into the Cricut design space and set up the page for each sticker. This involves deciding on the dimensions of each sticker and arranging them in a way that maximizes the number of stickers per page. In the past, I only made 1 to 2 stickers for each design because my shop was not getting a lot of traffic and I wanted to keep my inventory as low as possible. At that time, I mainly operated as a print-on-demand business and I would make my products as orders came in. However, as my business grew and I began to receive more consistent orders, I decided that I wanted to start making a full sheet of stickers for each design. Depending on the size of the sticker, I can fit anywhere from 5 to 15 stickers per sheet. To create my stickers, I use the Online Labels matte weatherproof sticker paper. I also add a laminating sheet on top for extra protection. My go-to laminating sheets are the Avery self-laminating sheets, which have always worked great for me, so I highly recommend them. And for printing, I use the Epson ET2850, and for cutting my stickers, I use my Cricut Explore Air 2. If you want a more detailed tutorial on my sticker making process, I've already created a whole video on this topic. You can find the link to that video in the description below. Additionally, if you're interested to find the exact supplies and materials I use to make my products, I will also leave the link to my Amazon storefront down below. But for now, sit back and enjoy watching me create close to 100 stickers. Okay, so the stickers are done and we can now move on to the next project, which are the magnetic bookmarks. These are a new addition to my lineup, but unfortunately I didn't record the process, but I'll give you a quick overview of how I made them. First, I printed the design onto the same high quality paper I used for my prints, then I laminated the paper for some extra protection and folded that in half. Finally, I glued 2 small round magnets on the inside to complete the bookmark. The process was quick and easy, so if these bookmarks prove popular, I will definitely add more designs to my shop in the future and perhaps make an in-depth tutorial on how I make them. At this time, I've also received my pins from EnamelPins.com and I am so excited to open them up and see how they turned out. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I see when I open up the package is this little gift that I received with my order. In it are 4 cute little American flag pins, and I'm already amazed by the quality of these, so I'm especially excited to see how my own pins turned out. So let's open them up and take our first look. Here is the first one, which is the cow boba pin, and wow, it looks so good. For this pin, I decided to have some screen printing on it. This was my first time experimenting with that type of design, so I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I love how detailed the screen printing turned out. I think it adds an extra layer of complexity and interest to the overall look of the pin. For these, I also went with a gold plating and a black rubber clutch on the back, and I honestly couldn't be happier with how it turned out. But let's keep going and take a look at the other design, which is the frog ramen lover. And again, wow, I am absolutely in love with these. The details, the colors, and the gold plating all work so well together. The people over at EnamelPins.com did such an amazing job with these pins, and I am so happy and thankful that they reached out to give me this opportunity, and I will definitely use them in the future. In the past, I've worked with other manufacturers to create enamel pins, but I can confidently say that EnamelPins.com is the best that I've come across. With over 20 years of experience in the industry, they provide top-notch quality pins at factory direct prices, and their free shipping to the US, UK, Canada, and Australia is a huge plus. What's more, their team of talented designers will work with you to create your custom design and artwork for your pins, all for free and with no minimum order quantity. So, If you're looking to create your own custom pins, I highly recommend checking out EnamelPins.com by clicking the link in my description below. With their quality, affordability, and excellent customer service, they're the one-stop shop for all your pin manufacturing needs. So go ahead, give them a try, and you won't be disappointed. Now that I've made all my pins and I've received my beautiful pins, the last thing left is to make the backing cards. To do this, I printed out my design on some cardstock and I used my paper cutter to cut them down to size. Once they're all printed and cut, I can then put the products onto their backing cards and have them all prepped and ready for launch. At this point, all of my products are ready to go, and here's a little preview of everything that is currently available on my shop. If you'd like to start or expand your sticker or pin collection, now is a perfect opportunity to do so. If you like my new pins, I only have 20 of each design made, so I encourage you to act quickly. You can check out my shop with the link in the description, and if you'd like to receive 15% off your first order, go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. I'll leave that link down below too. Since the products are ready to go, I can now move on to the next step, which is taking the product photos. Strangely enough, for the longest time, I dreaded this part of the process. I wasn't exactly sure why, but now that I've done multiple shop updates and taken hundreds of product photos, I've come to realize that it was because I felt I wasn't good at it. However, over time and with practice, I've developed confidence in myself and in my abilities. When taking product photos, I like to showcase the item in different placements. Typically, I'll take 2 to 3 shots per product, and to make the photos more visually appealing, I'll gather some objects from around my studio space and use them as props in my shots. For example, I have a small wooden stand that I will use for the first shot. I added my keyboard and a few pens to make it more interesting and to provide some context for the size of the product. Once everything is set up, I can start taking photos. To conserve storage space on my phone, I only take 1 photo per product per shot. If a photo doesn't turn out the way I want it to, I delete it immediately. This makes it easier for me when it comes to editing the photos and adding them to my website. Once I've completed the first set of photos, I can move on to the second shot. For this one, I set up my products on my desk and add some colored pencils and one of my sketchbooks to the side. Again, I take my photos and only keep the ones that meet my standards. Finally, I can take the last shot where I hold each product in front of my art wall. This provides a more personal touch and helps potential buyers visualize a product in a real-life setting. Overall, product photography used to be a daunting task for me, but with practice and perseverance, I've come to enjoy it and feel confident in my abilities. After taking product photos, the next stage involves updating my website. First, I transfer all the photos from my phone to my computer, where I'll do any necessary editing on Canva. Typically, I only need to adjust the lighting and colors a bit, and once I'm satisfied with the photos, I'll upload them in bulk to my website. From there, I create a listing for each product. I begin by adding a name and description. I usually come up with the name on the spot, but for the description, I recycle content from similar products in my shop. I tweak the dimensions and details to fit the new products, and then I'll select the photos for that specific product and input the price. To make pricing simpler for myself, I created my own personal guideline. So for instance, I group my stickers by size, like small, medium, large, and assign a price to each category. After pricing, I add inventory and shipping information and choose the release date for each product. Once I've completed this process for all my products, my website is ready to go. This part of the process may seem tedious and repetitive, but it's crucial for running an online shop. A well-organized and easy-to-navigate website helps customers find and purchase your products. And with each product listing, I try to make sure that the customer has all the necessary information to make their best informed decision. Before a shop update goes live, I'll also make sure that I have all the necessary supplies and materials for packing and shipping orders. To pack small, flat sticker and print orders, I use a 5x7-inch craft envelope that I print my return address on, along with a few other cute details, so I make sure I have a few of those printed out and ready to go. This way, I don't have to print them out every time an order comes in. I also prepare thank you cards in advance, which I print and cut myself. To wrap my orders, I use vellum paper, which is a bit sturdier than tissue paper, and I print my own custom design onto the vellum paper to add a little personalized touch to each order. And to seal the vellum paper, I use my own thank you stickers, so I make sure to have a sheet or two printed out in advance as well. Additionally, I will also check that I have some freebie stickers available. Currently, I have 3 designs, so I make sure to have them ready. And lastly, I always ensure that I have enough stamps and padded mailers available to complete my larger orders. By taking these steps, I am well prepared for any incoming orders, which makes packing and shipping a breeze. Having these supplies at hand saves me time and makes the process so much smoother. It's also an opportunity for me to add my own personal touches to each order and show my great appreciation for every single one of my customers. Since launching my shop and with every subsequent update, I've learned many lessons. However, the most important lesson I've learned is that being organized and having a plan are crucial, particularly for reducing stress. In the past, I used to rush to get things done before my own deadlines, which was quite stressful. Therefore, I've been working on being better at staying organized and giving myself enough time to get things done without overwhelming myself. It's been a challenge as a self-employed artist and small business owner, but I am slowly getting better at it. And this time around, I did my best to stick to my schedule, and it was such a good feeling to have everything done ahead of time instead of racing against the clock. I had my products made, photos taken, and scheduled listings ready to go days in advance. So when it came to the days leading up to the launch, I could take some time to relax and give myself the break that I needed. I could do things like visit one of my favorite bookstores where I picked up a couple of goodies for myself, like this Bob Ross collectible, which now sits on my desk, and this book by Mason Dickerson, which will provide me with a source of inspiration. I also received my pre-order for this adorable little chicken, so I was excited to open it up and give it a home in my studio. Lastly, I finally got my Joy-Cons repaired, so I was very excited to unwind after all my work and play some of my favorite games. During my self-employment journey, I've realized that the key to success is consistency, while the key to happiness is balance. I often repeat these lessons to myself, and they help me feel ready to accomplish my goals and make my dreams come true every day. So if you found this video helpful or interesting, please leave me a like, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Additionally, don't forget to subscribe for more art-related videos, and if you want to further support me and my small business, please consider taking a look at my shop. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!